Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing a seafood boil mukbang. I have some snow crab legs here, shrimp, corn, sausage, and potato. For today's drink, we're just gonna call this a quarantini. Okay, because we is all stuck in the house, y'all. Oh, it's good too. I'm gonna make that sometime this week on my vlog channel. Okay, let's go ahead and say grace. All right, I have some mayo and mustard dip back here. Oh, that's good. I do have a story time. I'm gonna eat a little bit first. I hope everybody is doing well. Oh y'all, this is so good. It's pomegranate, lime juice, and Tito's. I'm gonna work on it a little bit and then I'm gonna record a video on how to make a quarantini sometime this week on my vlog channel. Okay y'all, so this story is from For My Man. So there was a girl named Antoinette, and she always dreamed of being a police officer. So that was the first thing that she did. So she joined the force. She loved her job. But as you guys know, police officers don't really make that much money, so they would take like side jobs, security jobs, and things like that. So she did the same thing. She took a security job at a Chinese restaurant. She loved her little side job. Well, one day she got a call to go question a guy that had been shot and he was in the hospital. So she goes up to the hospital and talked to this guy. He was 18. And we'll just call him Baby Joker. Okay. So she asking him, you know, what happened? So he starts telling her what happened. And then he started opening up to her. And just basically letting him know, or letting her know, that, you know, he didn't finish high school. Ooh. And that, you know, he lived with his brother. And he basically didn't have any choice but to be out here in these streets. So she started feeling sorry for him, and she was attracted to him. So now she wanted to get to know him a little bit better. I'm not too sure how old she was. She was in her 20s though. So now she wanted to get to know Baby Joker a little bit better, okay? So once he gets out of the hospital, she started going over to the house to see him. She bought him a cell phone. She was buying him clothes. Baby wanted some of that thug passion, okay? So, like I said, she buying them clothes. She bought him a cell phone. She had him riding around in the police car. Okay, so now she riding dirty with Baby Joker in the car. So when the other police officers would roll up on her, you know, they'll roll up, talk to each other, whatever, they'll ask her like, well, who is this? She would tell them, oh, that's just her nephew. Or sometimes she would say he was a trainee. So she head over heels for old boy. Baby boy was laying it down thick, okay? So he was basically just using her because now he got a police girlfriend. So now he can move around the city however he want to, because, you know, not however he want to, but he was able to make moves around the city and she have his back. So one day she come home from her little shift at the Chinese spot. She bring him some food and they just sitting on the couch kicking it. But she could tell he looking like he got the stank face. When she walk in, he got the stank face. So she like, well, what's wrong with you? Shoot. You been sitting on the couch all day. I've been at work slaving. So he was like, hey, how much money you think them Chinese people got in that restaurant? So she was like, I don't know, you know. I don't be in them people business like that. Why you asking me all that? So he was like, I think we need to just go ahead and hit the spot up. So she was like, what? I can't hit the spot. Like, really? I can't do that? So he talking her into it. And she basically said she felt like he was going to do it anyway. So she might as well go in there with him to make sure that everything goes smooth. She knew where the money was. You know, she knew the people well enough, so she felt like she could just go in and help them and get it over with. So she agreed to do it. The next day, they go to the restaurant. They had another officer on duty that night. So they go in. They sit down at the table, they order food, and they, you know, trying to basically check everything out, see what's going on, what's what, even though she knew already, but I guess he wanted to see it for himself. So now Baby Joker acting like he don't like the food and he ready to go. Now where I live, you can't walk up in they restaurant and tell them anything about their food, because they will give you straight attitude. I know, like at the Juicy Crab, I know this is a little off subject, but the Juicy Crab here, they always have drama going on. I don't go in there that often. I've probably only been in there about 5 times. But I've seen so many different situations where people complain about the food and they go off. Like, their customer service is trash because you can't talk to them about their food or their service. Say they got something wrong, they gonna give you the business. If y'all live in Jacksonville, y'all know what I'm talking about. Them people always have somebody fussing at them, throwing something at them, cussing at them, because their customer service sucks and they never wrong. So when Baby Joker said he didn't like that food, on their way out the door, Antoinette called herself, gonna talk to the lady and ask her, you know, well, who y'all got working on tomorrow's shift? And she said, oh, your services is no longer needed here. Clock out for me, baby girl. Baby girl, go on and clock out for me. So So Antoinette, she ain't like that. So they wait in the parking lot. Antoinette, they get their plan together. Antoinette got her peacemaker already. Y'all know that. And Baby Joker got his too. So Antoinette walks to the window. Now y'all should have seen the reenactment. She was doing the absolute most, okay? She was staring inside this window like she was just going, like she was gonna bust a hole through the window with her eyes. Like she was just staring in there like she was ready, okay? So while one of the girls counting the money, and this is at the end of the night, she counting the money. I guess she can feel the heat from Antoinette's eyeballs. So she look over and see Antoinette staring at her in the window. So she go into a panic. She takes the money and she runs in the kitchen and hides it in the microwave. I guess she just knew something was about to pop off. Now there's another police officer on duty at the restaurant. So they bust in. Girl, I did my thing with that drink, okay? So Antoinette busts in first. She had a key to the restaurant. So she busts in first. And she just rushed everybody to the back. Now the police officer that was there, he knows her. So it took him a minute to catch on. Like she just rushed in like, go, go, everybody go to the back, go to the back. So by the time he figured something was going on, Baby Joker had done ran up behind him. So then when she hear the shots, she run out to make sure Baby Joker's all right. But Baby Joker was fine. So they run in the kitchen. They start saying, you know, demanding money. It was about 4 workers back there. So they started demanding money. Whenever Antoinette ran up front to check on Baby Joker, 2 of the workers hid in the freezer. And then the other 2 was just stuck out there. Got my lips burning from this sauce. So she asked them, where the money at? Where the money at? So of course they screaming, they panicking, they don't know what to do. So they just tearing the kitchen up. Baby Joker ends up finding the money. Well, y'all know they didn't want to leave no witnesses. So the 2 that was there didn't make it. So they leave the restaurant with the money. And now she goes into a panic. So she's like, okay, don't worry about nothing. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to handle it. Don't worry about it. So she dropped him off back to his brother's house. So while she's driving, she hear on the radio that, you know, somebody had called the shooting in. What does this fool do? She go back to the restaurant because she figured she would be able to find the other 2 that got away and finish them. Well, when she pulled up, it was too late. The police were already there. So she goes into the restaurant. She's like, what happened? Oh my God, what happened? Girl, y'all already know what I'm saying. Go to the car. You already know what happened, sis. You ain't fooling nobody. So, but of course they wasn't on to her at first. She was like, I heard the, and she wasn't in her uniform or nothing. She was in her street clothes. She's like, what happened? What happened? I'm like, sis, you killing me. Honey, that girl came from out that back. The Chinese girl that worked there came from out that back. She said, you know what happened, honey. She spoke English very well. She said, you know what happened, you did this, just going off on or whatever. So at first the police was like, wait a minute, like, so then they ended up handcuffing her, taking her down to the station. So it didn't take long for her to break, but she basically said that her boyfriend forced her to do it. He threatened her, and she just felt like if she didn't do it, that he would try to do something to her. But they wasn't buying that, because they like, okay, you were armed, so you know you could have took care of him if you wanted to. So then they went and arrested Baby Joker. Girl, if I break my nail, I'm gonna be around here looking crazy. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. So they arrested him. So when he got there, he did the same thing. He pointed the finger at her. He said homegirl was mad that old boy was taking her shifts at the restaurant, so she went up there and shot the place up. She was mad. Which his story sounds more believable to me. But we know that's not what happened. So, honey, whenever they went to trial, Baby Joker got the death penalty. When they got to Antoinette, it took them, they said, like 40 minutes. She got the same thing, the death penalty. Which they deserve that one. Now that last story that I told where they got 40 years in life, I don't feel like they should have got that. They didn't hurt anybody. But girl, Mrs. Officer, Mrs. Officer. He said he make her wear nothing but handcuffs and heels. Okay, y'all heard the lyrics. Y'all, I gotta hurry up because I gotta go join this this conference call for all the parents at my son's school. Because they started online classes today. And I know, like, for the parents that don't have computers or internet, well, I know at my son's school, you have the option to pick up the packets, the homeworks and assignments for your child. So if y'all didn't know that, y'all might want to go on the website. If y'all live in Jacksonville, I'm not too sure how it's working everywhere else, but you can go on DuvalCountySchools.org, select your child's school, and then they'll be able to give you the information, just in case you guys didn't know that. And I know also that they are delivering lunch every day. I don't know if you have to pick it up or they'll deliver it to you. I'm not too sure how that part is working, but I do know that they have the free lunch options for students. So if you guys need it. So we don't need it, so I didn't look into it, but I do know they have those options available. So y'all might just want to go online and read all the information if you don't have it yet. All right, y'all. Okay, guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the next 2 videos at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.